No, don't say anything yet. I just need you to sit there for a second. Yeah, just like that. You're really bad at lying, you know that? I mean, really bad. No, I'm not mad. I didn't say I was mad. I'm just noticing things. Earlier, you said you were busy tonight. That was the word you used. Busy. But then, a few minutes later, you said you were tired. And that's not the same thing. See? That face right there. That little pause before you breathe in. You do that when you're deciding how much of the truth you're about to give me. Relax, I'm not interrogating you. Okay, maybe I am a little, but only because you're sitting here with me, which is interesting. Because if you were really busy, you wouldn't be here. No, don't explain it yet. I don't want the explanation first. I want to hear why your voice changed when you said it. Yeah, it did. You always think I don't notice that stuff, but I do. I notice when you talk faster. I notice when you avoid eye contact. And I notice when you suddenly get very casual about something that isn't casual at all. So, tell me, were you really busy? That hesitation, that answered the question for you. It's cute though. The way you're trying to downplay it, like, oh, it wasn't a big deal, or it didn't matter anyway. If it didn't matter, you wouldn't have mentioned it. And if it really didn't matter, you wouldn't still be here with me instead. No, don't twist that. I didn't say I asked you to cancel anything. I just said you did. And now you're uncomfortable. God, I love this part. When you realize I am not as oblivious as you pretend I am. I am not mad. I am not jealous. I'm just curious. Okay, that was a lie. I am a little jealous, but not in a messy way, in a controlled way. Because I keep thinking, if you were willing to cancel your plans, that means they mattered less than being here. And I'm trying to figure out what that makes me, right? Don't shrug. Don't do that. I hate when you pretend you don't know exactly what you're doing. You do this thing where you make choices and then act surprised when people notice. And before you say it, no, I'm not claiming you. I'm not saying you owe me anything. I'm just pointing out a pattern. You could have gone out and then, you could be somewhere loud, somewhere crowded, pretending you're having the best time of your life. Instead, you're here with me. And you didn't even tell them the real reason, did you? No, you didn't. You said something safe, something vague, something that wouldn't invite questions. That's the part that gets me. Because people don't do that unless they're protecting something or someone. Yeah? Relax. I'm not pushing you. I just want you to be honest, at least with yourself. Look at me. No, actually look at me. There you go. See? That silence right there? That's not awkward. That's loaded. You don't cancel plans for just anyone, and you definitely don't stay quiet about it, unless it means more than you're ready to admit. And before you panic, no, I'm not asking you for a confession. Not yet. I'm just saying you didn't choose nothing. You chose me. And I think you're only just realizing that. Yeah, that's what I thought. You know what's funny? The more quiet you get, the louder everything becomes. I can almost hear you thinking, running through excuses, trying to figure out which version of the truth feels safer to say out loud. You don't have to do that with me. You never did. But you keep acting like you do. See? That's the part that finally tipped me over the edge. Not the cancelled plans, not the awkward silence, not even the jealousy. It's the way you keep pretending this is accidental. Like you just ended up here. Like you didn't choose it. You chose it. You chose me. And I'm done pretending I didn't notice. Do you know how long I've been biting my tongue around you? Too long, way too long. Every time you leaned in a little closer, every time you looked at me like you wanted to say something and then swallowed it back down, every time you got just a bit too comfortable and then pulled away like you remembered some invisible rules. I saw all of it, and I let it happen. Because part of me wanted to see how far you'd go before you admitted it to yourself. Turns out, this far. Canceling plans. Lying without actually lying. Sitting here with me while pretending it's nothing. That's not nothing. That's a choice you don't make unless it matters. And don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to say anything dramatic. I already know. I know because of the way your shoulders relax when you're here. Because of how your voice drops without you noticing. Because of how you stop checking the time. People don't do that around someone who's just a friend. And before you say it, yes, I know you care. And that's the problem. You care enough to hesitate. Care enough to overthink. Care enough to be scared of what happens if you stop pretending. I used to think that was kind of sweet. Now, I think it's exhausting. Not for me, for you. Because you're stuck in this place where you want something, but you don't want to be the one who reaches first. So you keep circling, dropping hints, making choices that say everything your mouth refuses to. And I've been patient. But patience isn't the same thing as indifference. I'm not going to step back anymore. If you stay intentionally. And if you leave, you don't get to pretend this was meaningless. Look at me again. No, don't look away this time. There. That expression, that's the one. That's the face you make when you realize someone sees you more clearly than you expected. I'm not asking you to confess. I'm not asking you to define anything. I'm not even asking you to choose yet. I'm just done carrying this alone. Because here is my confession. I noticed a long time ago. I noticed when I became the person you relaxed around, the person you trusted with the quiet parts of yourself, the person you checked in without realizing why. And somewhere along the way, I stopped wondering if it meant something. I started wondering how long you'd keep pretending it didn't. You don't have to answer right now. Honestly, I'd prefer if you didn't. Sit with me. Feel how uncomfortable it is to be seen this clearly. Because whether you say it out loud or not, nothing about this is accidental anymore. You cancelled your plans. You stayed. And you're still here. And I'm not stepping back. So when you're ready, not when it's safe, not when it's easy, but when it's honest, you know exactly where to find me. Yeah, I thought so.